That's why we want it to be a global cash. You carry just in your wallet, normally your phone, right? Anywhere you go, even though offline, you're able to pay using a CTO or a CTO enabled card.
So the cards, we're basically going to have them in the month of August?
Hopefully, if everything goes on plan, because we still need to wait for the banks to approve the design, and also for the network to approve our switch. Okay. Part of our system is this: we have been in this business for a long time. I mean, for payments, and one of the things that we designed is a dynamic CVV. Have you heard about that before? So basically, when you look at your credit card, right, the number at the back there is normally fixed, right? We have developed a system that number is always rotating. So that even though you take photo of the card itself, you can't use the card because the CVV is always different. But it's been replaced with, of course, the 2FA by the operators, okay? Because the banks want to charge you money, number one, and also they want to get away from being liable for any chargebacks. Okay, so
when will be the members to get this digital card?
You have to first go through a KYC process that is by a third party. We are working with a third party now. There are 3 parties we're trying to work with. The most expensive is Jumio because it costs us $12 to KYC you. We don't want to charge you $50 for a card because the card is not so expensive. All right, the card is probably like $30 or something like that. 1 whole year of annual fee plus everything. Because if you were to go to China, you buy from Black Hawk, okay, with $100 card, it will only be $100, right? If you go to Japan, you buy any of those gift cards, it's only that price. Because now we are buying not a huge volume, that's why there is some cost involved. We're trying to get that as low as possible so that we can actually make it as low as possible for you guys. Okay. We normally can use third party to do this, but now we opt to use our own switch. It's because we want to keep your transaction fee low. Okay. But for Union Pay, what we have done is every time you swipe, it's free, only Forex. But for MasterCard, because there's a network fee, because that router is ours, we have to pay about $1.50 to $2.50 for every time you swipe the card, whether you go through or you don't go through. I have to pay a fee. Okay, so now what we're trying to do is to actually put ourselves into a program whereby we can go for this low volume transaction or LVTs. So it's like Apple Pay, iTunes 99 cents kind of thing, right? So it will be a very, very low fee. So we're trying to get into that program as well. So all this is happening by August. Hopefully
it makes sense. I mean, everybody understands here that things are not accomplished overnight. I have one more question just for the recording. You're still recording?
Right.
For the USA, because we have a big team in the USA. What you mentioned there earlier, we're not really in conflict in the US because we're not an exchange.
Yeah, we don't actually incorporate any exchange elements in there because US have a ruling that only sophisticated investors are able to invest into ICO projects or STOs and things like that. First, we are not an STO. We are not an ICO project. You can't buy coins from us.
No, you can't buy them.
You can't buy. So we are not into any of those categories. Okay, so that's one. Yeah. So and second thing is we are incorporated as a asset management company. We are like your private bankers.
And what's wonderful is that tomorrow at the launch we're going to have a real office that's going to be announced.
Yes.
In the near future, a public office where we can see that this is a real office.
Yep. Real office is in KL.
Real and registered.
Real address.
Real address.
Nice place. You can look through your app to come and visit us. Okay.
We're going to have a number, a serial number, like registered number that people can go and...
This card will be your access. Right. So that's why we're giving the cards out anyway.
Awesome.
Alright, so
Awesome.
all these will be there.
Where would that be?
Do you have any questions, you guys?
Q Central.
We're going to leave them
Yeah,
alone now.
still one more question.
DJ
Please
or-
go ahead.
Yeah.
KL Central.
KL Central. Oh, okay.
Q Central.
Q Central.
The price, what will make the price go up?
The members.
The members.
Yeah.
The volume, meaning that you know that you leave your money there. If you don't take your money out, they're going to have more money to trade. So more money goes in the reserves. So the more that the reserve grows, the more that the price goes up in value. If so, with the reserve, if I'm not wrong, we can actually see the reserves soon too.
Yes.
Is that still true?
What happens is, okay, on the CTO price, right?
Yeah.
You can click on the button. It will show you all the wallets, all the figures, the circulation of CTO
Wow, really?
versus the reserve asset amount. Okay, and one more is the withdrawal rate from the users.
So that's what.
All these three will equate to the price.
And so it
That
means
means
that.
in the wallet we can see that
Oh, yeah, of
in the
course.
future.
When will it be?
Tomorrow.
Oh, really? Oh,
Imagine, no, there's a lot of cool things to go. And what happens is that since we're not taking our money out, they're going to have more money to trade with. So they're making even more money. So that's what brings them.
There is